Hey guys, and welcome back. Today I got another THRUNITE flashlight for you. It's the TN12 Pro. I got the cool white version. As you can see on the box, comes in the standard cardboard boxing as we know it. Not a lot of details on it, so nothing special here. You can see the light comes with a little note to screw the tail cap completely close so that you can activate the flashlight. We can take the little note off as we don't need it. So in the package we have the TN12 Pro itself. We have a holster. The light fits quite well. We have standard loop at the back, no velcro or push buttons. We have a back with a lanyard and probably a few spare O-rings. So the lanyard, normal lanyard. We have two spare O-rings. A little insert for the side button if it would break, and the cover for the USB-C port, USB-C charging cable, reverse pocket clip, and of course the manual in different languages. So let's take a closer look at the technical specifications. In my eyes, it's not a full tactical flashlight, but pretty close to it. It has two buttons, one at the back and one at the side of the head. It uses SFT 40 LED in cool white with up to 1900 lumens and a maximum beam distance of about 380 meters. So it has an anti-reflective coated glass lens, smooth reflector. The dimensions are 131.5 millimeters of length, 27 millimeters head diameter, and 25.5 millimeters diameter on the smallest diameter part of the battery tube. Excluding the battery, it comes at 85 grams. Peak beam intensity 36,000 candela, impact resistance 1.5 meters, waterproof according to IPX8 standard, so that's pretty much what we are used from THRUNITE. It has a power indicator in the side switch, so as soon as you turn it on you will see a light blue indicator. So if we have between 21 to 100% it is blue, 11 to 20% it is red, and below 10% it will be flashing in red. If there's no power left, it will also not turn on. And the indicator is not available in the Firefly mode. So for the output modes, we have a Firefly with 0.5, that's really nice for 37 days, a low mode with 50 lumen for 46 hours, medium 220 lumen for 9 hours, high 550 lumen for 2.5 hours, and the turbo is with 1900 lumen for about 7 minutes, and then it will dim down to 477 lumen. You also have a strobe mode with 560 lumen. So the different light levels are well chosen. I really like that it has a Firefly mode, and the operations of the light is also quite easy. So I'm a bit confused. They say that you need to tighten the tail cap before the first use, but as you can see, tail cap lockout is not working on this light. But you can lock the flashlight by a long press. You enter the moon mode, another long press will lock the light. So as you can see, now it is locked, and you can also double lock it if you push the side or the tail clicky. Don't know why they included this feature. So as you can see now, the light is not turning on even if I press for a long time onto the side switch. If however I activate the tail, long press will activate the moon, and from there on short click will turn the light off. A normal click will get us to the normal modes, which then are just changeable via a long press, and the light will memorize the last used mode. The memory mode or the memory function is not available for the moon or the Firefly, the strobe and the turbo mode. The tail click or tail switch will always access the highest mode, so even if you are in another mode, push the tail and you will go to turbo. So that's the tactical part of this light. If however you want directly to go to the turbo in the normal sequence, double click activates the turbo, a triple click activates the strobe, and a normal click will turn the light on and off again. So the user interface is quite easy. Even in Firefly, push the tail and you will activate the turbo. So that's pretty cool. It's a bit different than what we are used from other flashlights, but that's the fun thing about having lots of different flashlights, that not each light is operated the same way. To charge the flashlight, you just open up the USB lid, and then the indicator in the side switch will turn red. Once it is fully charged, it will switch over to blue. That's always the case with THRUNITE flashlights. They don't go to green, but they go to blue. If there's a problem while charging, the side switch will flash in purple. I can try to show you this if we unlock the tail. Or maybe if we just remove the tail cap. So now you see it's flashing in purple. So it means that there's something wrong in the charging process. If the light is charging, you only get Firefly mode. So no matter which switch you push, the Firefly mode is available. So it would be cool if other modes would also be available, but here it's not the case. So I will fully charge the TN12 Pro now, and then we will head outside and see what it performs. So guys, we are now in an abandoned limestone quarry with the THRUNITE TN12 Pro in the highest mode, which is indicated with 1900 lumen. I measured around 1600 lumen. It will run on this mode for about 7 minutes, and then it should dim down to 477 lumen. I measured 452 lumen in the dimmed down mode. As you can see, it has a really tight spot, so it's more of a tactical light from the beam pattern than we thought from the user interface. I will now show you the lowest mode. So I need to push the side button for quite a while, and the lowest mode is indicated with 0.5 lumen, so real Firefly or moon mode. I measured 0.33, so that's quite nice. Now we are in the 50 lumen mode, which I measured with 59 lumen. Keep the button pushed to cycle one mode up. 220 lumen, which I measured with 238 lumen. And then we have the 550 lumen mode, which I measured with 520 TN12 lumen. Maybe some of you have noticed that the spill on the side is slightly pink or violet. That's probably due to the anti-reflected coated lens. In my eyes, this is not a nice side effect. But if you don't use the flashlight for picture taking, it's not as important. I also wanted to show you the strobe mode, which has 560 lumen. After the light dimmed down from the turbo mode, you can always reactivate it, but I only measured 1200 lumen after I reactivate it. So the turbo will still suck something out of the battery life. For underground purposes, this light is not the ideal light because it has no even beam pattern, but it's really nice because it's so small, USB-C chargeable, and has a lot of beam distance. So for a night guard or so at a facility, this is the light to choose. So I hope the review answered all your questions. If so, please make sure to leave a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. If there would still be any questions left, don't hesitate to put them in the comment section. See you soon, guys. Bye-bye.